Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got 7 QBs that will shock you next season. Hey, for me, bro, this is probably a dark horse for me. Like a little bit of a sleeper. Bo Nix, bro. I know he's on a Broncos team that's not very good, but I feel like Bo Nix is NFL ready. He proved it, you know what I'm saying? He got better each and every year when he was in college. Now, when he was at Auburn, you know what I'm saying? He had his ups and downs, wasn't really that good. But once he transferred to Oregon, we really saw the true Bo Nix and how good he could be with weapons around him. So let's go ahead and check this out, though.
Is an interesting place. That's why we love it. There's a constant shift and change that
Bo Nix is definitely gonna shock people, bro.
The league forever keeps us entertained. These are usually through dynamic but consistent archetypes that appear. One of them being the breakout. You guys definitely know what it is. It's an archetype that is featured every year, in every era, and in every sport. In a world where things constantly change and shift, this is one of the only things that stay consistent. It's where a player plays so phenomenally that they outshine their previous performances from prior seasons. So much so that it shocks the fans watching them. But this isn't the only way you can surprise fans. There are really countless different archetypes. They appear seasonally that cause the same staggered reaction that breakout candidates do. And today, I'll go over 7 players that have the highest probability of shocking the world this season. Namely, I'll name 7 NFL quarterbacks that will shock the world. Now, this is from 7th place to 1st place, meaning the one guy is who I think will shock or surprise everyone the most. Let's strap in and prepare ourselves. Here are my surprise quarterbacks
who number 7 is.
For NFL season. 7. Deshaun
Watson. If he stays healthy, yeah.
Allegations aside, his prime,
you know what I'm saying? They are in the division with my Baltimore Ravens. But I feel like if Deshaun stays healthy, then the Browns are a contender, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got one of the best defenses in the league, led by Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward. And then they're off. They got some pretty good weapons with Amari Cooper. They got Elijah Moore. Who did they draft? They drafted Jamari Thrash. They traded for Jerry Jeudy. They got one of the best and probably most underrated tight ends in David Njoku. And then you also have Nick Chubb coming back from injury. Now, I don't know how explosive and how good Nick Chubb is going to be coming off of that nasty knee injury. We don't know if he's going to be the same Nick Chubb. But I think they still have Jerome Ford. He was really good in replacement of Nick Chubb last year. So I really think that they're going to be a nice complement to one another. But if Deshaun Watson can stay healthy, I think the Browns are going to be pretty good, bro.
That's fantastic. But ever since he sat out a year, he hasn't been up to that standard. He was decent last season and flashed his vintage self, but not close to the electricity he displayed in Houston. Have people written him off? No clue. I'd lean no, though. I think in the back of their minds, they know that there's a sliver of a chance he can get back to his Houston self, and he has the weaponry to do so. It's sort of just a matter of will. Many people don't think it's likely, but I do. I think there's a really good chance. We've seen him do it before. It'll be a big leap though, which won't be easy, but this is basically his 2nd year back, and I think him getting acclimated back into the NFL would do him wonders. I'm probably a little bit higher on Deshaun Watson than a lot of people are, and I think at the very least, he'll be an average quarterback for the Browns this season. 6. Trevor Lawrence. Last season ended poorly.
He better, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just paid him a bag, so he better play good.
To make the playoffs.
Unless he's gonna be out of the league in the next couple years.
Early for it. Surprise, surprise, they missed it. In true Jaguars fashion, they humiliated themselves through this debacle, and more significantly, Trevor Lawrence humiliated himself. Through absolutely fumbling the division with less than stellar play at times, the narrative circling around him this season is closer to one of ridicule than him being actually good. And while, yeah, he was pretty terrible, I genuinely believe that he could take a leap this year. He's getting cast aside a lot this season due to his poor play down the stretch last year, but I don't think you should. I know, it's fun to clown on him, but not only is he a top 10 quarterback, I think he could leap into the upper echelon of quarterbacks.
Top 10 is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Last year, and he had to do guys like
bro, college T-Law top 10 quarterback as of right now is crazy. I can name 10 quarterbacks way better than Trevor Lawrence right now, bro. Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Let's see. Did I say Josh Allen already? Let's see. CJ Stroud, Jordan Love. Let's see. Who else? What I put Jalen? I'll put Jalen Hurts. I'll put Jalen Hurts because Hurts has made it to a Super Bowl so far. Who else, bro? It's hard to remember bro. 32 starting QBs, bro. CJ Stroud. That's 9 right now. And Aaron Rodgers.
Slightly
Brock Purdy as well.
Still is that generational quarterback that everyone was in love with, and I think at the very least this year he's cementing himself as that top quarterback. There's a good chance that he squirms his way into elite territory, even with all the doubters. 5. Kyler Murray. Kyler is very similar to Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a true number 1 with Marvin Harrison Jr., but outside of Marvin Harrison Jr., there's not much talent they've got. James Conner's getting older. Trey McBride is good. I'll give him that. They got 2 pretty good weapons, but other than that, bro, you know, they lost a lot. Hollywood, they lost Rondale Moore.
I will say that there's a big shot that Kyler has a fantastic year with a not so great team and pushes them into playoff contention. And I'm not hearing a lot of chatters about it happening, even though it's
not going to.
The most likely path that Kyler takes next year. I genuinely think he could play his way.
They are the worst team in their division,
and I don't hear from that at all. It's almost as if he's become underrated. 4. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson had a bit of a resurgence last year.
Because I feel like, bro, Russ still has some of that elite all-pro quarterback somewhere deep down inside him. I know Denver really, you know what I'm saying, screwed up his career in a way, but I feel like he can definitely rejuvenate himself with Pittsburgh. As much as I'm a Pittsburgh hater, you know what I'm saying, Pittsburgh, they do have this thing where they can rejuvenate niggas' careers and shit like that. And plus with the coaching of Mike Tomlin and them being able to sneak into the playoffs every year, whether they're 9-8 or 10-7, bro, they find a way every year. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Russ might be able to do good this year. If they don't, they already have a backup plan and Justin Fields. But I feel like Russ may, you know what I'm saying, shock
MVP
a lot of
level
people.
Or anything, but he put up great numbers on the Sean Payton-led Broncos. Unfortunately, that earned him a spot on the unemployment board as he got cut the following season, which is wild, by the way. He legitimately played solid that year. Even though he obviously wasn't his old self, he showed enough flashes on a pretty bad team that it made cutting him from your roster laughable. He also played good enough to get picked up by the Steelers, and I do truly believe that he could show out this year. A lot of fans do kind of think he's a dead man walking with Justin Fields behind him, but I think he's going to exceed your expectations. Now, I obviously am not expecting an MVP level year from Russ. That's ridiculous. But with a coach like Mike Tomlin,
I expect him to be decent, like at least 3,000 passing yards and 20 touchdowns. You know,
not only lead the Steelers to a pretty solid record, but could put up pretty numbers too, better than last season.
I would say 3,500 passing yards
unexpected
the rest this year.
Right now, people view him as a washed cornball who's in his twilight years.
Well, a washed cornball is outrageous.
Losing team that ended up
he is a little bit of a cornball, not gonna lie.
No real attention. If he led the Steelers to the playoffs and put up solid numbers, shoot, if he won a playoff game, we're gonna talk about him in a whole new light. 3, 2, JJ McCarthy. I already spoke about this dude. Shoot.
The fuck?
A whole new light. 3.
What about? What the fuck, bro? Yo. Why did he skip over Gardner Minshew?
2, JJ McCarthy.
JJ might not even start this year though.
But I'll say it quickly. JJ McCarthy is going to be better than you guys think. I see a lot of people shit talking him and negative reports swirling around, but under O'Connell and with Jay Jettas, this guy could do some serious damage. I already spoke about why he's so hated on, particularly in this video, but I know for a fact that JJ has crazy skills for his young age and is the perfect quarterback to be molded under a guy like Kevin O'Connell's touch. I know for a fact that sometime, if it isn't this year, then it will be next, he will start wheeling and dealing. Hey, just give me the credit when it happens. Honorable mention before we get to one, Sam Darnold. 2 Vikings quarterbacks.
Bro.
Ow. Well, I may be biased, but I really like my guy Darnold. Yeah, I know.
Oh, is he a Vikings fan? Bro, ain't no fucking way.
Show out. I don't want to go in a time machine and go through his entire career because this is just.
I feel like Darnold's still decent, you know. When he came in for Brock Purdy, when Purdy got hurt, he played really good.
Not only was he forced to play under Adam Gase, who, Jesus Christ, he's not good, but he was literally given nothing for his entire tenure there. I don't know.
Bro, remember when he was good for a stretch with the Panthers, bro, his first season? I really thought Sam Darnold was definitely finna go crazy and possibly an MVP candidate. That shit did not happen, bro. It's like, as the season went on, he got horrible.
Later on the Panthers, he had a good stretch of games that almost got them into the playoffs, moved over to the 49ers for a couple of years, and now he's on the Vikings. What am I saying here? Well, I think my dude Darnold with O'Connell and Jay Jettis could possibly be due for a Case Keenum type of season, especially with a couple years spent in San Fran. Do I really have solid
That's a pretty good example right
no,
there.
Probably not, but I want to show some love to
I like
Sam
that
Darnold.
comparison.
I love that guy. Finally, number 1, Bryce Young. Bryce had a
Bryce is nice.
Coming into last season.
That's my guy right there. Roll Tide.
Valuable assets to get that pick.
People have already written him off because he had a horrible season his rookie year. The hell you want him to do with no talent?
That won a grand total of 1 game and ended with the worst record.
That's my dog right there, bro.
Worse, the guy picked after Young, CJ Stroud, made his stamp on the NFL in his rookie year and turned
because he had better weapons. I guarantee you, if Bryce Young was in CJ Stroud's shoes, bro, or cleats, you know what I'm saying, he would have had the same, you know what I'm saying, season that CJ had. I 100% think that, bro, because Bryce Young's a former Heisman QB.
Entirely his fault.
Well, that doesn't really technically mean anything because Tim Tebow won the Heisman. We see how his fucking NFL career turned out, but still,
the entire Panthers team was
Bryce Young's got all the talent in the world.
The O-line was putrid. His best receiver was a washed Adam Thielen. Frank Reich's system didn't work out for them, and when things were actually put together, he flashed well. And I know I've expressed my displeasure with these types of excuses, ones that hinder upon the QB's lack of weaponry. Shit, I made a whole video about how much I hate it, but the fact that Bryce was only a rookie and none of his pre-draft concerns really pushed into his NFL career and how bad his situation was, I can easily cut him some slack. Some people have already written off Bryce though, and it's easy to do that when you see how well CJ is doing, but I think that with a good enough situation, he'll make a leap. The Panthers went 10 toes in with building around him. They were desperate to not have a repeat of last year. They overpaid for offensive linemen, they brought in Deontay Johnson and drafted Xavier Legette. Bryce Young objectively has a much better situation than last year, which is what I think held him back. I think he's bound for a leap, which wouldn't be surprising to some of you guys, but I think that his leap is a lot higher than what people would give him credit for. People cap him out at an average quarterback when I low-key think that top 10 is in range for him. You guys cannot forget how good he was in college.
Big facts, bro. Is that it? Bro, what?
Yellow,
I was about to say.
Watching the video, hope you enjoyed it. This is my first NFL video in a while. I'm pretty sure like my past, how many, like 5 or 4 videos have been about the NBA, and it feels good to get back to my roots, you know what I'm saying? I'm aware, I know I put a poll up like a week ago, and by a landslide, the video about the eye test won. And I know this obviously isn't the video about the eye test, but I did feel like I needed to incorporate some NFL back in my channel. The original plan was to make that video after this one, but the NBA offseason has been going a little crazy, so I'm probably planning to make a video about that before I get to the eye test video. Either way, those videos should be out within the next week or so. If you want me to do any videos in particular, just let me know, comment below. Thanks for watching. I love you. Peace.
Hey man, what do you guys think of these 7 QBs, bro? That will shock you, but I feel like Bo Nix, bro. Do not sleep on Bo Nix. I'm telling y'all right now. But hey, bro, what do you guys think? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on post notifications to notify whenever I drop another banger video. We're on the road to 300 subs, so we get there for more banger NFL content like this. So without further ado, I'm out. Gang.